Carol Seaton said, if you're filing for a 3-year-old child in Jamaica and you're in the State's permanent resident, how long before the child will be able to come up, and what's next?
About 2 years.
Richard Brown says, bless up, Brad Squad. My friend applied for adjustment of status or doing the biometrics. He returned to Jamaica before he got a work permit and travel documents. Can he come back?
Nope.
While in Jamaica, they produced his work permit, travel documents, and also gave him an interview date.
Once you leave the country without the advance parole, you gave up the adjustment.
Damn.
Shashar said, I've got a friend who's married to a U.S. citizen and she's presently living in the U.S. with them. Can her husband file an immigrant petition for his stepchild who is over 18? They were not married before she was 18.
No, you can't. You're not a stepchild unless the marriage happened before 18.
Audrey Miller says, do you have any idea when my PD will become current for my I-765? My PD is April 24th, 2019, filed with NVC.
About 6 months.
Married to a U.S. citizen.
About 6 months from April 24th, 2019.
Gotcha.
Mike says, my question is, if you came into the country and the immigration officer stamped you, but your I-94 is not updated, your I-94 is not coming up, what would you do and what's your advice? Are there any...
What's the difference? Say 6 months. You've got to assume it's 6 months. They don't give you an I-94 anyway at the airport, but you can look online, Google I-94 Department of Homeland Security, and there's a whole website that you can look it up.
Mike also wants to know, is there any issues if you use bond company to bail someone since you don't have the $10,000 to bail your friend?
You can use a bond company.
Winnie said, can filing a petition for my spouse a few days after her I-94 time is expired be a problem, and must I add the medical report together with the filing?
Yes, you can add the medical report with the filing. It is not a problem.
Shan says, can I file I-31 after I file a VAWA case?
Yes.
Oh, Dune said, I filed for VAWA May 17th of 2018, was given prima facie in June. It's now been over a year, 13 and a half months, and my mom and my form is an I-360 is still pending, and my work permit is still pending. What do I do?
File an adjustment so you can get a work permit. And by the way, on the old case, on the old question from Yo-Yo, you can get the advance parole only if you file an adjustment with the VAWA case. Everyone who has a pending VAWA case, if the abuse was by a U.S. citizen, file an adjustment or you're getting no benefits for a very long time.
Zari says, my dad's brother petitioned him priority date April 30th, 2001. I was 9 when it was approved. My brother is now going to sponsor him. I am now over 21. Do I qualify as a derivative beneficiary?
I didn't even understand that question. Belgium came next, and we'll go back to Jonathan.
Legs11 Tag said 2 years, and my question is how long does it? My question is how long does the removal process take for someone once I've had my green card for 2 years?
The removal process? Remove the conditions, about 18 to 24 months.
There we go.
So it says, you want the same one again?
Quickly, yes.
My dad's brother petitioned him. Priority date is April 30th, 2001. I was 9 when it was approved. Now my brother is going to sponsor him. I'm over 21. Do I qualify as a derivative?
No, you do not qualify as a derivative.
Sasha said, I have my interview next month and I haven't received my work permit. Is that normal?
It's not normal, but it happens.
Mohammed says, I'm married to a U.S. citizen. I took the subsidized insurance through, and I got the insurance plan type 1 with advanced premium tax credit. I had Tufts Health Direct insurance, though the Health Connector. Will this create any issues on the AOS?
It should not.
Jenny said, my mom also filed a petition for my brother, but unfortunately my mom died when the petition was approved. Is there any way my brother can take over the petition?
Yes, it's called a humanitarian waiver.
Leonardo says, if I have a permanent green card and I just came from vacation for 3 months, can I go back for another vacation home in this year? How long should I stay back? And
don't stay out more than 6 months for any given period of time.
Gregory says his friend is a U.S. resident. He filed an I-130 for his wife on December of 2016, got approved May 3rd, and hasn't heard anything since. How much time is left and how long is the whole process?
It's about a 2.5-year process.
Don Harriet, question for a friend. Her dad filed for her in 2008. She's married. How long does she have left?
Damn.
Friend filed for who in 2008?
Friend filed for the dad. In 2008. She's married. How long?
No, her dad filed for her.
Her dad filed for her.
She has about 2 or 3 more years left. How many did we get?
We've got 3 more. We got 17.
Go back to the one, because I don't know if I answered it right.
Which one?
The one that was prior. What was that question? There was one I
My friend was a U.S.
right.
resident. He filed the I-130.
No, the one before that.
Leonardo, if I have a permanent green card and just came from vacation for 3 months.
So you can stay out of the country for. I didn't answer that properly.
Okay.
No trip more than 6 months, but you got to be physically in the United States more than out. So if you're going to go for 3 months and then you're going to go home for another 6 months and then come back for a day and go home for 6 months, they're going to take your green card away eventually. So you got to be physically in the United States more often than not. So the question becomes, yes, you can go away for another 2-3 months, but how long are you going to stay in the United States after when you return?
Can we do the last three, Brad?
Yes.
Can we work them in?
You will work them in. We didn't do a very good job. We're still on vacation.
All right, we're on vacation
We're on
mode.
vacay for the speed round.
So Abdullah says, if I leave with advanced parole while my I-45 is still pending, will I be let back in if we receive an NOID for any reason?
Yes.
And what's the best action when denied entry with advanced parole and an I-45 pending?
You won't be denied entry with an advanced parole if your I-45 is pending.
Messiah says, I came in from Nigeria through a K-1 visa 2018, got married a week after I came, filed an I-485 6 months later, I got my EAD. March 2019, went for an interview, and I was told 30 days later they decided, but still, that's all I got. I don't know why it didn't finish, but can you get anything out of that?
Either you're with your wife and you should get a green card, and if you're not with your wife, you should still be able to get your green card anyway because you got married within the 90 days and you have an affidavit of support by your wife, which is all that's required to get your green card on a K-1 visa. So either way, you should get your green card.
How about if it's still pending? Like
It's been pending for how long?
since March 2019 went for the interview, and they were told 30 days later they would have a decision.
Give it 4 months, so it's April, May, June. Give it to the end of July and give me a call.
There you go.
And finally, we've got Loretta Brown, who is a little bit scared to go to Jamaica. She and her husband bought their tickets. I'm not going anywhere with Loretta's husband. They already bought their tickets to go to Jamaica. They both have combo cards, but she's really worried because she actually overstayed her visa for more than 180 days.
As long as you have
before
advanced
she put in
parole
her
and a
papers.
pending adjustment, bon voyage.